Guys, we are doing 12 Rekey, and we're going to see how quick we can do it. Now, the point of this is not to tell you to do Rekeys quickly, but to just, I don't know, whatever. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Alright. Now, I'm going to try to not crop this at all. Yeah, we already ran into a problem. Okay, that's a good start. The only reason I'm going to crop it is, and I've mentioned this before, okay, we need lubricant, is because when my GoPro hits the right at about 11 minutes and 30 seconds mark, it freezes up, so I'm going to have to cut it off. Okay, so we got some corrosion on that pin. So yeah, I'll have to cut it off at that mark. But other than that, I'm not going to edit this. And this is just going to strictly be a Rekeying video. And let's see what we come up with. Hair ducts. 6 doors, double cylinder deadbolt on each door, passage knob, lever, older fancy house, and I finally remembered to move my pen jar back into the van since the last video, which was actually just a compilation video. But I got it back in there. Now, when I'm doing multiple, and I don't advise this, I always tell people who are Rekeying or who are learning to Rekey to always remove the spring. Always remove the retainer spring that's behind this pin, because if you lose it and it's the only one you have for some reason, which it shouldn't be, that's one of the things if you Rekey locks is to have a variety of these little pins. Good thing to do is if you're replacing somebody's locks and you need to salvage parts, this is one of those parts. But obviously there are so many different sizes and brands and shapes and all that kind of hard to have them all. So we've got our keys cut here. And let's go ahead and get them on a key ring. Hope everybody's doing well today. I have not put out a video since that last series of videos last week. I hope y'all enjoyed the locksmith commercial videos. Don't know why or how that got started. Videos just pop in my head and there they go. You know, so one thing led to another, and I ended up making several, and I am not done yet. I'm merely on a little break to see how the numbers roll up. Alright, so different. You'll notice these are fairly new pins. This is one of my regular customers that we do this for every couple of years. So I am pretty assured that there are no issues with the cylinders, because again, you can tell, oh, we're gonna have to move my coffee here. You can tell issues with upper pins or springs simply by trying the key in the lock. If it catches or something, that's when you turn around and inspect the chamber, since there have been a couple of trolls that like to flame me for wham bam thank you ma'am type work, which is not what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing when it comes to this, because I've done it a couple of many thousands times. So on this first cylinder, after I key it up, I check all my keys that I've already prepared. In this case, a 14. Now, and I'm holding it like this because I've got those springs still in the back. So if you were going to risk it by not removing the springs, then you always have to hold it in the up position. And then last, I take the old key and just make sure. I know it's not going to work, but just going to make sure. So I kind of laid these out all crazy, like it's best to line them up in rows so you don't forget which one you've done. And in the name of speed, I did not do that. So, oops, oh, man, I've already forgot what I'm doing here. Was it? Yeah, that goes there. And that goes there. And then, what was it? 240. So once you do your first one, it's merely rinse and repeat. And like a few other people have commented, some people will take like a container and put all the pins that we're using for this lock. So in this case, it would be 5 different pins because there's no 2 cuts the same. But I don't really do that. That's not me. I just kind of like to stretch my arm back and forth, I guess. And you'll notice when I'm rekeying that I don't go first pin, second pin, third pin. I kind of go back and forth, and that's really kind of much unconscious hand motion on my part, probably. Sticky pins. These are going to get lubricated. So like that's the second one, and that's the first one. Then I come up here and do 3. This is the same area. I don't know. It's just kind of a random thing. Alright, so now in this case we've got a silver in the back pin. So that's one way you can tell, but this is a gold pin in the back of this one. So yet another reason that I should have lined them up in little rows. Oh, and of course we have the phone call. That'll add to this. Oh. Yeah, see you lock. Hello? Okay. Yes, you have the wrong number. Okay. We're getting carried away with ourselves there. Okay, let's see where we're at. Cap, throw, pull in, pin. After you do this for so long, you will be able to pretty much tell which way the pin is pointing in your weird little fingertips. Kind of hard to see, but when I pick up a pen, I kind of roll it around in my fingers to see what it feels like, and it helps me orient it. Which is one reason why on big Rekeys you will lose feeling in your fingertips. They will get numb and be very painful the more locks that you rekey. Alright, so I'm definitely not going to break the 11-minute and 30-second mark because we are at 9 minutes on the GoPro. So what I'm going to do is try to stop the GoPro and just kind of freeze what I'm doing at the 10-minute mark. Makes it a little bit easier to download. So we are going to do that right about now. Oh, it's such a pretty day out here too. Yep, okay. So where were we? We got 3 left right here. freeze, unfreeze. And pretty day out. It's finally starting to cool down a little bit. Still muggy and warm, but not nearly as bad as it has been. Since I took that little break, I'm going to sit in the comments. Oh, where was I? Where was I? Over here. All right. So, let's see what else has been going on. Oh, yeah, the locksmith videos. So, I'm going to continue those, and there's a method to my madness in that I kind of wanted to show some of you guys that oddball advertising and oddball. Let me back up. I mean, those have only gotten like 100 views on YouTube, whatever. But over on our Facebook page, I posted them on Twitter first. They were all designed to be under the Twitter mark, which is 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And, oops. So what I did during every one of those was Twitter got them first. And then my Facebook page, SELock Facebook page, got them second. And then right after that, I shared it from my personal page because I've got some friends that have not liked my Facebook page. So I did that way because there is an entirely different audience on the Facebook, and we get good results from some of those videos. It's actually the best ones, but I do that, and I've done a lot of crazy videos for the Facebook page before, and over the years, a couple of years of me doing these crazy videos, I have firmly decided that traditional advertising, which there's nothing wrong with traditional advertising, but if you start looking through advertisements for people or things and you go out of the ordinary on the advertisements, you will always get greater views. And that's because I think people are just tired of the same old. So, long story short, what you see here on YouTube and all that's all fun and games for me for the most part. I mean, I'm just doing this because I kind of enjoy doing videos and putting video cropping and making funny stuff. I don't consider myself a comedian or anything like that, but I do enjoy doing oddball things. And as always, I appreciate you guys watching and liking and commenting, but the whole the idea behind crazy videos I do, not just the last week ones, but the ones that are on my Facebook page from a while, from, going back. Some of them do really well, some of them don't hit the mark at all, but I don't really let it offend me if they don't hit the mark, because you just move on to the next thing. You just let it go, and move on to the next thing. So, we are about to wrap this up, so I was really just filling the dead space in the air, and I've been meaning to I was going to do probably a separate video on that, but I might as well merge it into this video. So I hope long story short, I hope you enjoyed my locksmith commercials. There are more coming. I do have more ideas, but doing all those videos day after day. I did it 4 days in a row, filmed each day. There was no preparation involved. I woke up that morning on the way into work. I thought about what I was going to do. I did my work in the daytime, and as soon as I got done with work and was able to free myself up for those, I filmed the video and then went home and edited them and got them uploaded. And it was put one out Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I think it was. So yeah, a lot of work into some of A lot of work into some of them. The very first one, the car dealership one, was actually the easiest by far. And so anyway, yeah, I'm not going to really say much else besides I've got more coming. There's more coming. And we're done with this job, looks like. Oh, wait, one more. Oh, my goodness, let's see. Yeah, see, lock and key. Hey. Good, are you? Oh, no, we're just, we've been, no, not really. Yeah, no, we're good. It's just been weird calls and everything. No, we're not planning on coming up. Yeah, but I'm on a Rekey job right now, so y'all, good luck. Good luck with the show. Okay, yeah, have a good one. Bye. Yeah. Okay, done. Thanks for watching, guys, and catch y'all on the next one. Actually, not done. You're only done when you do that, because it's very important to do that. And I'm going to take the lubricant in to because some of the latches do need some help, because this customer lives on a lake, river area. But now these are all key and knob cylinders, key and deadbolt cylinders out of deadbolts, and they're held in with the screws, so I just remove them because I don't want to carry the whole deadbolt out, especially when I have so many doors. It's much easier just to unscrew that screw and do it that way. Okay, so we did it there. Yeah, and I've mentioned this before, pretty important to do it on the back of the cylinder as well, especially with these old screw caps, because they need lubrication too. And if you just spray it in the front, oh, that's did my lubricant just wake up? Because you can see some of these that face outside are a bit rusty. So whenever you have it off the door, you're going to want to lubricate it. Okay, so now we're done. Thanks for watching, guys.